What is up, my Oklahomies? Welcome to another episode. Today, as I have previously mentioned, we are going to be covering Terror at Tenkiller filming locations. Right behind me here is the Fort Gibson Lock and Dam. This area served as the filming location for the film Terror at Tenkiller. Yes, you heard me correctly. Terror at Tenkiller filmed at Fort Gibson Lake and Dam. Why was it filmed here? I do not know, but it's a beautiful scenery nonetheless. Fort Gibson is a beautiful lake. Lake Tenkiller is a beautiful lake. If I ever run across the filmmaker, I will ask them. But this is the first thing you see in the opening sequence of the film, and we are going to cover some of the filming locations that were used while filming this film. As of this date, where was I going to go with that? Oh yes, as of this date, I have not been able to locate the filming locations that was used for the cabin scene and the boat dock scene in the film. So if you're watching this video and you know who the property owners are, or if you happen to be the property owner, you have proof, unless the property still looks the same as it did in 1987, please reach out to me. I would like to find out where that particular film or that particular scene was filmed at for this movie. That way I can try to do a follow-up in the future if I need to. But we are at Lake Fort Gibson today. We're going to be at Northeastern State University as well, as there was some scenes that was filmed at that location. So going to have some fun. Going to stop at a couple places along the highway where there were some sequences that stand out in the film. You'll be able to see where these were filmed at. So hang around with Jameson. We're going to have some fun once again. Filming locations, I love it. Just stick around and stay tuned. But right here, during the opening credits, the character Tor's vehicle would come down this road. He would come right around this corner right here, which has since been paved. And he pulls in about right into here.
Come here. Come here.
Girl jumps out of the passenger side vehicle, runs. He tackles her, probably right about in this area right here, and he gives her the business. Well, you know, he, spoiler alert, slashes her throat. When the girls first arrive to the overlook, the car will be coming down here. And the car pulls right along here. This tree is actually can still be seen in the film. That exact tree is still here to this day. They would have pulled in about right in here. And they walk down this ramp right here, down to the overlook. This is the tree that was in the film. Can be seen in the background. Appears to be a restroom facility, which was not here when the movie was filmed. The Overlook sign looks similar, but it is not the same one because in the movie, obviously it did not say Fort Gibson Overlook Dam on it. It just said Overlook. This wasn't here. This structure was not here during filming. So this is new. But in the backdrop of the Overlook sign, in the opening sequence, you can actually see headlights going over the bridge, the dam bridge. I made a funny dam bridge. And you can see the outline of the hills in the shot. But this right here is where the opening sequence of Terror at Tenkiller was filmed. We are now at the Northeastern State University campus here in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. This was the opening shot of when the girls exited a college campus building. This is going to be Seminary Hall. And this is the scene where they walk out the front doors and one of the characters' boyfriend calls out to her and they go sit down on a concrete bench, which is that one right there. Girls would have came out these two doors right here, which was white back in the 80s. These were the same exact doors. And boyfriend would have dragged one of the girls over to this bench, this concrete bench. We know this is the same bench as it was in the movie, because if you can look in the background, you see the arches from a building. Which is this building here in the background. There would have been a Gore and Tenkiller green sign probably about right in here. But this is about the spot that one of the driving sequences was filmed as the girls were headed to the lake in the movie. There's a church right off to the left here, and just right there's the intersection. This is Highway 10, 10A junction between Gore and the community of Braggs. This is also from the driving sequence when the girls pulled into the road that lead them to the Tenkiller Harbor / Burnt Cabin Marina area. And this would be that road now. The road is actually called Burnt Cabin Road, but the signs have since been removed. probably about right in there is where the signs would have been at one time. It's all growed up now, but you could tell there was an opening there at one time, especially like right in here. Some of these trees up along the road here wasn't here in the 80s. And that is the burnt cabin sign that exists now. This little sign right here says Jency's Kitchen. Very fun fact for you, those of you watching who may not have known this. Jency's Kitchen was the location, the setting for where Grandpa's store was filmed in the classic Where the Red Fern Grows. This is where the signs were at that said Tenkiller Harbor, Burnt Cabin Marina. This is the infamous Burnt Cabin Road. As we've pointed out before in the film Tenkiller, the lake scenes and the marina scenes were not shot at the actual Lake Tenkiller. They were shot at Lake Fort Gibson, up by the Fort Gibson Lock and Dam, which we will visit as well. And right here to the right is where the Cove restaurant used to be. It has since been torn down. The parking blocks are still here. That looks like the same ones that were featured in the movie. Here's tile that was from the restaurant. And it might be the same tile that was in the restaurant when the movie was filmed. But this is all that remains of the restaurant from the movie Tenkiller that was known as the Cove. Well, folks, and this is the spot where the Cove restaurant scene from the movie Terror at Tenkiller was filmed, right here next to Fort Gibson Dam. So as you see, nothing's left of it. It's been torn down. Not sure when it was torn down, but foundation remains. Tiles that I presume were still in the restaurant when the movie was filmed actually still remain. So this is one of the spots. Thank you for watching. If you would like to see more videos, hit that subscribe button and follow us on Facebook.